What's going on, y'all? It's DeJuan. We are back with a new video. It's the day after the holiday, or the national holiday here of 4th of July. A lot of fireworks have been let off in this neighborhood and in the city. Hell, probably across the country. But what I'm most thankful for is that I believe that everyone has exploded everything, because I haven't heard any other firework go off since last night. So I'm gonna knock on wood and hope that there's no late night fireworks going off that's gonna keep me up past my bedtime. So let's see how that goes. But so far so good. Also, if you're holding Bitcoin and you're looking for accessories or cold wallets to have Bitcoin held in cold storage to protect it from centralized exchanges, possibly going under and collapsing as they have been in the recent months, check out the store below, coinkite.com, for the Cold Card Wallet and other Bitcoin accessories that'll keep your Bitcoin safe. Cold Card Wallet is open source and multi-sig features, and is popular among the Bitcoin community. Also, check out the link down below for HODL if you want to trade, buy or sell Bitcoin peer-to-peer without KYC. Again, avoiding centralized exchanges. Let's get into it. So, I want to quickly touch on, I guess, two separate things. One is regarding the banking system. So I just noticed this morning that Bank of America has came out, or either the Federal Reserve has pretty much came out and said that they have conflicting information from the auditors of Bank of America when it comes to sharing their solvency, right? Their potential solvency, as interest rates are expected to go higher again this year, maybe 2 to 4 more times from what is being forecasted in 2023. And so Bank of America is saying that they're in potential unrealized losses of nearly $52 billion. Now, the Federal Reserve has been going by visiting banks, doing stress tests, and from what they expected for Bank of America to be in a lot more better shape as far as solvency goes, and as far as its performance in this type of contraction environment. So there seems to be some conflicting information. Why is this significant? Because Bank of America was supposed to announce their dividend payout just this past Friday, but they never did. And from what I understand, investors not getting an update on dividend payout is a potential red flag, is not normal. Especially that some other banks have already given their investors payout announcement for dividends. So, from what I understand, when a bank isn't doing well insolvency wise, I think by bank regulation, they have to not withhold, but I think maybe they have to cut down the dividend, or maybe withhold announcing dividends. So I don't know. This raises some awareness that we need to pay attention not only to these small regional banks in this type of contractionary environment, but also even these large ones. Bank of America, in my opinion, is too big to fail. But who knows? This has been some crazy things that just happened in this year so far, and even last year. So we'll keep an eye out on there. Again, saving in assets, saving in things like Bitcoin, for instance, and doubling down on the security by looking at cold storage wallets where you keep your own private keys, such as some of the wallets down below in coinkite.com, is becoming more of a thing now for those who are awake and aware. All right, spinning over to news with Bitcoin, right? We're going to focus on that at the moment. BlackRock's Larry Fink, who is the CEO of the asset manager BlackRock, largest asset manager in the world, pretty powerful. We all know that they did try to apply for a Bitcoin spot ETF, which is being delayed by the SEC, and we all know how that game goes. They were on, was it CNBC today, I believe it was, or either Fox Business, doubling down on their stance that Bitcoin is an international asset. Bitcoin specifically, they made a distinction about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, which is something to pay attention to, because I've been trying to drive this for some time, since I've started getting more understanding in these last 12 months. There will be a distinction because there's a regulation cloud over cryptocurrency, the altcoin market, which people should pay more attention to. And I think influencers are now, or crypto influencers are now paying more attention to that. There's a real possibility that there's going to be separate treatment for a lot of these altcoins, and aside from Bitcoin, as it was specifically referenced by Larry Fink as being an international asset, a play against inflation and other monetary pressures globally. And then he goes on right at the end of the clip. This clip is going viral so far. It just came out maybe within the last 2 hours. Somebody, I think maybe Michael Saylor, took a segment, and now I'm already seeing it on different social media apps. He goes on to further say that, BlackRock is really essentially they're specializing in making for people's retirement, right? They're trying to make a tomorrow better than it is today. So, and then they went ahead and highlighted that their approach, their focus on Bitcoin. So I thought that was really interesting. Again, Bitcoin is something that exists with or without these guys' interest. But we just knew it was inevitable at some point that they would have to look at this asset class heavily, as it is what it is, properties wise, as the best property out. So I thought that was interesting. Now with this information, what do I say? Income's important, right? Network, get your sources of income together. As long as it's legal, who cares what other people think? If you work in a business, you're working a side hustle, you're cutting grass, you're working a 9 to 5, it doesn't matter. Because these people who try to make distinctions about how you're getting your money and if they're looking down on you because you may be delivering packages, or you may be working uptown in somebody's desk, it's gonna matter at the end about the capital and how you're using it to acquire assets. So this is why I say it's important to keep yourself ready, especially during the times. This economy is definitely going to get worse, and it's going to be a lot harder to run across income to support yourself and to save for a brighter future. So make yourself competitive, make yourself hard to kill economically, and that means keeping focus on who you know, getting out there, talking to people, communicate your value, and get to work, hustle. So that's all I got for today. I hope you guys are having a good one, and we'll talk soon. All right.